ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
Good evening. Here is the news at 7 on Advocate Broadcasting Network. The headlines. APC conducts peaceful House of Representatives primaries across Nigeria. United States forces eliminate senior Islamic commander. Emergency responders continue search after Gudu building collapse. And on the foreign scene, Ghana ends $3 billion IMF bailout program ahead of schedule. In sports, across the office satisfaction over the orderly exercise. And State residents of Kano West to this in the area with satisfaction with APC election, the constituency in shortly president worked reversal. Chief Umar Siak directed party members to queue behind their preferred aspirants. Speaking with our correspondent after the head count, some party faithful commended Senator Akpabio for his continued support and commitment to his constituents. They also reaffirmed their backing for Dr. Patrick Umar in his bid for re-election to represent Ikot-Ekpene Senodum, Obodo-Akara Federal Constituency.
Well, two observation is that the primaries is free and fair. The returning officer and the INEC are here. They have observed that only Patrick Umar is the only candidate that we have for today's primaries in our ward. And we have started counting, and you can see that everybody queue behind.
We are all in support of Patrick Umar, and you can see our women, our young people, everybody. Our distinguished Senate President is here. All of us, we are supporting him, so we are queuing behind. I don't think he will finish the counting. You can see the crowd here. So it's one of the most peaceful primaries, open primary that we have witnessed in this world.
We are happy for the election, the primary election today. We give God the glory, and all we are going to, the remaining primary that we are going to do, we thank God that on Monday we are going to vote for Senator Godswill Oboro-Akpabio, and we are going to vote for the Senate. We are going to vote for the president.
Reacting after participating in the exercise, Senate President Godswill Akpabio praised the peaceful and seamless conduct of the primaries, expressing confidence that similar process were taking place in Ikot-Ekpene and Obodo-Akara.
Okana West 2 in a Senodum local government area, and we have only one candidate that was screened and cleared for this exercise, and that is Dr. Patrick Umar, the incumbent member of the House of Representatives.
and the House leader all commanders the process transparent and free. Your representatives on.
It doesn't take a pandemic or an epidemic to know that clean hands save lives. Hand washing is essential anytime, anywhere to protect your health. So keep washing your hands, not just when they're dirty, but even on the go. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep your hands clean.
Welcome to FCT in Focus, your window to the vibrant heartbeat of Nigeria's capital. We dive deep into the core of the FCT, exploring how key policies and decisions shape lives across the city. From exclusive insights into the FCT administration to voices from the streets, we bring you stories that matter. Catch FCT in Focus every Saturday and Sunday at noon. Tune in for the latest stories directly from the nation's hearts.
Do you know what gamalin 20 is? It is a dangerous chemical pesticide never meant for human consumption. Sadly, some fishermen illegally use gamalin 20 to catch fish, poisoning not just the water, but the food on your plate. Here's how to spot fish caught with gamalin 20. Fish that look unusually fresh but stiff. A strange chemical smell, sometimes like kerosene, when cooked. Pale or bleached gills, peeling scales, or sunken eyes. Eating such fish can cause nausea, vomiting, and even damage your liver and kidneys. In severe cases.
And also believe in our dear governor who has so organized our primaries in such a way that any issues, no rancor, no fight. It has
Step into the heartbeat of the world where news meets real talk. From breakthroughs in diplomacy to humanitarian challenges and scientific milestones, Global Digest takes you beyond the headlines and straight to the heart of the matter. I am Amma Marcus. Be a part of the world unfolding stories at 3 p.m. on Adbn, channel 258 on DSTV, and Star Times, channel 140. Global Digest, your window to the world's current affairs, only on Advocate Broadcasting Network.
Consultations with stakeholders of the party in Akwa Ibom Northwest Senatorial District. The strategic stakeholders meeting was held on Friday in Ikot-Ekpene local government area of Akwa Ibom State. Our correspondent, Silas, brings the report.
Senator Fabio, while addressing party faithful, called for unity, peace, and cooperation among members as preparation gather momentum for the 2027 general elections. He commended APC members in the Akwa Ibom Northwest Senatorial District for their loyalty and urged aspirants and supporters to conduct themselves peacefully before, during, and after the primaries.
On behalf of Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Akwa Ibom was the first state in the country to come out and mass in the stadium to endorse him to go for a second term in office. We have broken it down into various wards, various units, the critical stakeholders of the Ikot-Ekpene Senatorial District, the political sunshine Senatorial District of Akwa Ibom State. have decided to meet and further reshape what the state stands for by endorsing the president, endorsing the governor, endorsing the Senate president, endorsing all the senators in the state. God, they have friends everywhere.
Stakeholders from the 10 local government areas of the senatorial district, including the Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Elder Udema, of his wife,
we need to endorse and all candidates to go in for
In a world constantly in flux, news moves fast, stories collide, opinions swirl. Who helps you make sense of it all?
It's me, Adbn, of course. Every week, I take you beyond the headlines, cutting through the maze, asking the tough questions, and spotlighting the stories shaping our world.
From politics to culture, business to global affairs, community pulse to everything that defines human existence, News Eddies brings you the currents that matter. Stay informed, stay ahead.
Join me, Adbn, for News Eddies, 9 p.m. every Sunday on Adbn TV.
GCFR be endorsed for a second term in office come 2027 election. Further, we as the people of these senatorial districts have endorsed Senator Dr. Godswill Akpabio, GCON, the President of the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Chairman of the National Assembly for another term.
Other critical stakeholders reaffirmed their support for President Bola Tinubu, Senator Akpabio, and Governor Moino.
Our vote is 100%. How we make it, we don't know. But it's very known to all that will not mean even one vote. President, the Senate will thank you because you have done us proud as the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's so happy.
History will record that he was the best Senate President Nigeria has ever produced. And like saying there's something to be done that most of us here do not know.
I never thought that everyone in our local government area will have a full-fledged national federal university. We have the University of Agriculture and Technology.
As the meeting ended, party leaders expressed optimism that the process of electing APC candidates, which begins on Saturday, will be free of rancor. Emmanuel Silas, Adbn News.
The President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has advocated development-driven politics aimed at strengthening grassroots presence and promoting national growth across Nigeria. Senator Akpabio also reaffirmed the support of the people of Akwa Ibom State for President Bola Tinubu, whom he said has ensured equitable distribution of resources across the country. The Senate President made the remark on Friday during a condolence visit to the family of late Mr. Raphael Effiong Nana in Ukapikot, Akpan Udong, Itak, Ikono local government area, Akwa Ibom State.
In honor to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of Nigeria. As Chairman of National Assembly and number 3 citizen of Nigeria, in the person of your in-law, your brother, and your senator for that matter.
Akpabio described the late Raphael Nana, father-in-law to one of his aides, DSP Israel Sunday Eshiet, as a devoted family man who trained his children in the fear of God. He also commended DSP Eshiet and members of the deceased family for the care and support given to their father during his lifetime.
In honor to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President of Nigeria, as Chairman of National Assembly and number 3 citizen of Nigeria, in the person of your in-law, your brother, and your senator for that matter.
Earlier, the son-in-law to the deceased, DSP Israel Sunday Eshiet, alongside the chief mourner, Mr. Udeme Raphael, and a family member, Dr. Akaniene Abam, expressed appreciation to Senator Akpabio for identifying with the family in their time of grief. The senator representing Nasarawa West Senatorial District, Ahmed Wadada, has stepped up political consultations ahead of the 2027 governorship race with an extensive tour of Nasarawa South, engaging party stakeholders, traditional rulers and local government officials on his vision for the state. Our correspondent, Mary Ojiji, reports that the tour took the senator to Lafia, Doma, Kina, Awe and Obi local government areas where large crowds and party faithful received them warmly.
The consultative tour of Senator Ahmed Wadada across the southern senatorial zone of Nasarawa State witnessed a series of meetings with political stakeholders, community leaders, and royal fathers as the lawmaker intensified grassroots engagement ahead of the 2027 elections.
Which we want to be better understood and appreciated tomorrow. Because Nasarawa has got all the potentials to be better appreciated and understood tomorrow.
Addressing supporters during the visit, Senator Wadada said his ambition is rooted in the desire to sustain the developmental strides of the current administration while expanding human capital development and economic opportunities for the people.
This administration has raised the bar. We shall add up from where they are going to stop.
The senator also underscored the importance of electorate enlightenment, insisting that informed voters remain the foundation for credible leadership and democratic accountability.
The theme of my political activities is electorate enlightenment. My key objective in politics is to enlighten the average electorate. Let's hold people to account.
Highlighting his record in employment and education, Wadada noted that he had sponsored several individuals through higher institutions, vocational programs, and other life-changing opportunities across the state. Senator Wadada also paid homage to rulers across the zone, where stakeholders commended his grassroots approach, leadership style, and contributions to community development, pledging continued support for his aspiration.
I want to call on all of us to extend our hand of fellowship to him so that the APC will be victorious during the 2027 election.
People of Lafia, I want you to understand that as we have been doing, that is how we'll continue. It will not good for you to say yes today and tomorrow you come back to say no. That has not been our habit.
Mary Ojiji, reporting for ADBN News.
Meanwhile, the ongoing continuous voter registration exercise by the Independent National Electoral Commission has received fresh backing from over Executive Director of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency and the APC senatorial aspirant from Nasarawa West, Faisal Shoaib, who has urged eligible citizens to register ahead of the next general elections. The call was made during separate consultative meetings with stakeholders in the Nasarawa Council local government area and Toto local government area, where Dr. Shoaib also reaffirmed his loyalty to the All Progressives Congress and Abdullahi Sule, following the governor's endorsement of Ahmed Wadada as his preferred governorship candidate. ADBN's correspondent Mary Ojiji reports.
With the 2027 general elections gradually gathering momentum, APC senatorial aspirant for Nasarawa West, Dr. Faisal Shoaib, is rallying eligible voters to seize the opportunity provided by INEC's continuous voter registration exercise to shape the future through the ballot. Addressing party stakeholders, youths and women during separate consultative meetings in Nasarawa and Georgia government areas, the former executive director of the primary healthcare agency described voter registration as the foundation of democratic participation and a pathway for citizens to make their voices count.
So I want to urge all citizens to go out and register because the votes will count. One thing that I am very sure of is that His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi Sule, whom we are very proud of, has indicated that he's going to provide a level playing ground, that the elections will be free, fair and transparent. So we believe that it is the voice of the people that will be seen as outcomes in the upcoming elections.
The APC senatorial aspirant explained that his decision to step down from the governorship race followed Governor Abdullahi Sule's endorsement of Senator Ahmed Wadada, stressing the need for party members to remain united ahead of the APC primaries. He called on party faithful to remain united and focused ahead of the APC primaries, insisting that collective interest must prevail over personal ambition.
That we are supporting the vision of His Excellency Engineer Abdullahi Sule. He has left a strong legacy, and that Senator Wadada will come and really improve on what he has already established. So we're excited about what the general election will portend for the APC. We believe that the APC will put up a very strong showing.
Stakeholders at the meeting praised Dr. Shoaib for what they described as a rare demonstration of loyalty, maturity, and commitment to party unity. APC leaders in Nasarawa and Toto local government areas also pledged to mobilize support for his senatorial ambition ahead of the primaries and the general elections. Dr. Shoaib assured constituents that his representation, if elected, would prioritize healthcare delivery, quality education, and empowerment programs targeted at youths and women across Nasarawa West Senatorial District. Mary Ojiji, ADBN News.
Some members of the All Progressives Congress APC in Ibadan Northwest and Ibadan Southwest local government areas protested at the party secretariat in Okeado, Ibadan, over alleged exclusion from the ongoing House of Representatives primary election. The protesters claimed that selected individuals were taken to separate locations to sign documents without a proper electoral process, describing the development as an attempt to impose candidates on the constituency. Reacting to the situation, the chairman of the Oyo State Primary Committee, Mojid Alabi, said aggrieved members should forward their complaints to the party's appeal committee after the election.
In addition to setting up this primary committee, there is also primary appeal committee, whose work will start immediately after our own. Any grievances should be submitted at that level. But that does not mean that where we observe during our monitoring that there were grievances, we will note them in our report. And we believe that the committee on monitoring will also note them. But we cannot adjudicate on that because we'll be acting beyond our jurisdiction. So anybody that has grievance to submit to the appropriate channel. And we'll be in a place that there is problem. And just for a few minutes, and that was happen to be when we are there. What is our own is that we are not only reporting what we see, we are only reporting reports from those who are on the field in the various wards.
Addressing journalists at the APC Secretariat in Okeado, Ibadan, the chairman of the committee, Honorable Majid Alabi, stated that the exercise will cut across all wards within the 14 local federal constituencies representing Oyo State, ensuring that the process remains democratic, inclusive, and aligned with the party's guidelines.
And that we are going to make available those who sent us here. Our duty is to superintend the conduct of party primaries across all the wards in the 14 federal constituencies that represent Oyo State in the House of Representatives, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our aim is to superintend, collate, ensure that things are done properly, and transmit our report to the national executive of the party. And it is the national executive of the party that has the final authority to declare the results of the election.
You're watching ADBN TV News at 7. Stay with us for more stories after the break.
For your news on the go, ADBN is everywhere you are. Stay connected with us across all our social media and streaming platforms for exclusive news updates, captivating stories, and more. Join the ADBN community today via our various platforms. Anavo TV app, ADBN channel 121, Niger TV app, ADBN TV, Linuxwell TV app. To get the latest news straight to your phone, join our WhatsApp TV channel. Just search for ADBN TV and hit the follow button. Turn on your notification to stay updated and be a part of the experience. Stay in the campus with us across social media handles. On X at ADBN TV, Instagram at ADBN TV, Facebook ADBN TV, YouTube ADBN TV. Keep visiting our website on www.adbntv.com. Watch us live anytime, anywhere. ADBN TV, a part of you.
Welcome back. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, says foreign nationals arrested over illegal mining activities and suspected the links to terrorism have been handed over to the Office of the National Security Advisor for further investigation. Speaking in Abuja, Alake disclosed that over 327 suspects, including foreign nationals, have been arrested for illegal mining, with about 142 already facing prosecution. He added that approximately 3,000 mining licenses have been revoked as part of ongoing reforms. The minister said the crackdown reflects the government's renewed efforts under the administration of Bola Tinubu to sanitize the solid mineral sector, boost accountability, and significantly increase revenue, which reportedly rose from 6 billion in 2023 to over 70 billion by 2025.
Mine marshals have apprehended over 300 illegal operators, over 327 arrested, and as we speak, over 142 are undergoing prosecution, and we've secured convictions, including foreigners. And this is the beginning. Every public policy has a gestation period, and that is where the economic reforms of the president also come in. Those who are profiting from smuggling of all our minerals, oil, and goods can no longer do so.
The Lagos State government has sanctioned no fewer than 15 money lending firms for violating operational guidelines and engaging in practices deemed harmful to residents. The State Commissioner for Home Affairs, Ibrahim Layode, disclosed this at the 2026 ministerial press briefing held in Alausa, Ikeja, saying the action is part of efforts to sanitize the money lending sector and protect residents from exploitation and fraudulent financial practices. Layode stated that the government would continue to enforce strict compliance among money lenders operating within the state. The commissioner explained that the Ministry of Home Affairs is responsible for processing applications, issuing the renewing licenses for money lenders in the state, as well as monitoring and supervising their activities. The Lagos State government has disbursed 1.9 billion naira in affordable loans to 4,036 micro, small and medium enterprises as part of efforts to strengthen business growth and expand employment opportunities across the state. Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment, Adbn said the intervention was implemented through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund to support enterprise growth, improve business sustainability, and create jobs. He added that grants worth 23.62 million was also provided to 65 businesses, while more than 8,000 entrepreneurs benefited from enterprise support and market access initiatives.
The ministry implemented the Technical Vocational Education and Training, TVET. This is a program aimed at equipping youth with industry-relevant competencies for sustainable livelihood opportunities. This program was strategically designed not only to provide practical and technical skills, but also to enhance employability, entrepreneurship development, and economic independence among beneficiaries. In the period under review, the program successfully empowered 500 youth across the 5 divisions of Lagos State, with 100 participants drawn from each division of the state. The training was conducted in various vocational and creative skills areas, including cosmetology, photography and videography, mixology, computer and phone repairs, graphic design. The initiative has continued to provide participants with valuable hands-on experience and entrepreneurial knowledge required to thrive in today's competitive economy, while also contributing to job creation and wealth generation across the states.
Adbn further disclosed that over 6,500 graduates had benefited from the Lagos State Graduate Internship Placement Program. He noted that more than 1,400 beneficiaries were empowered with point-of-sale machines to support small-scale entrepreneurship and promote financial independence.
In alignment with the Lagos State Inclusive Development Agenda and the Theme Plus Agenda, the ministry organized a 5-week entrepreneurial skills training program for people with disability. The initiative was designed to equip participants with the knowledge and skills required to establish and manage successful businesses. The training was conducted across Ikorodu, Alimosho, and Amuodofin local government areas. A total of 1,050 persons with disabilities were trained and equipped with startup tools between 2024 and 2025, promoting self-reliance and economic independence among beneficiaries. In collaboration with the Lagos State Technical and Vocational Education Board, LASVEP, the ministry implemented a targeted upskilling program aimed at improving productivity, innovation, and efficiency among artisans and tradesmen. A total of 1,200 artisans and tradesmen were trained and empowered with modern equipment, enhancing their technical capacity and enabling them to deliver services more efficiently, which reduce physical strain.
The federal government has unveiled a podcast for adolescent boys and girls as part of efforts to promote inclusion and give young people a voice. Speaking at an intergenerational dialogue to mark the 2026 Children's Day celebration, the Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Iman Sulaiman Ibrahim, said the federal government is committed to moving from data to dignity in addressing issues affecting young persons.
We do have few mentoring, avenues in schools, communities, being done by a lot of, but let's work on national agendas when it comes to mentoring our children, when it comes to shaping their minds, when it comes to hearing them, what they're saying, you know, what they want for the future. So together we can create those spaces.
She stressed the need to go beyond physical protection to ensuring the physiological well-being of children by deliberately listening to them in order to nurture confidence and trust. Development partners and key stakeholders at the event also restated their commitment to creating safe spaces for young people to express themselves and maximum potential.
To live and learn in safe environment, free from violence, exploitation, stigma and exclusion. You told us very clearly that you want us a seat at the table, not to be talked about, not to be spoken. We hear you. The real change happens when duty bearers listen, respond, and held accountable. Girls' leadership is not to act and is central to Nigeria's development future and platforms. The right of Ibrahim Genoma simply say the same thing, nothing for us without us. We want to have a space at the table. Save the Children has created those platforms so that children have their voices by working with the Federal Ministry of Men Affairs as well as ministries across several states where we work to support Children's Parliament as a platform for children to speak.
During the interactive session, members of the Children's Parliament from various states took turns asking ministers questions on issues affecting their constituencies.
Over the years, the girl child has been sidelined, and today I'm so happy and privileged to be the power anchor of this discussion. So it's not just going to be the elders or the leaders talking, it's going to be the leaders of tomorrow with the leaders of today.
The Minister of Women Affairs, Iman Ibrahim, has called for reflection, accountability and deliberate towards safeguarding the future of the nation through its children. The minister made the call during an inter-ministerial press briefing to kickstart week-long activities marking the 2026 Children's Day celebration. Guests at the event, which had stakeholders from the development sector, donor agencies, government ministries and agencies, as well as children's representatives in attendance, the minister said efforts were ongoing to ensure that children are not only included in the scheme of things, but also prioritized.
It reminds us that the Nigerian child is not merely a beneficiary of policy, but the living symbol of national continuity, resilience, and aspiration. It is understanding that continues to share the commitment of the federal government towards building a nation where every child is protected, empowered, educated, and given the opportunity to thrive. Nigeria's commitment to children is firmly anchored in international, regional, and national legal frameworks, including the Declaration of the Rights of Child of 1959.
Stakeholders took turns advocating for an inclusive that would enable children to thrive and maximize their potential, while also pledging their commitment to issues affecting children's welfare.
For adolescent girls in particular, this commitment is urgent. When a girl is safe, educated, healthy, protected, and violence and harmful practices are able to speak and be heard, she's not only empowered her own future, she contributes to the strength and progress of her family, her community in Nigeria.
Save the Children remains committed to ensuring that every child survives, learns, is protected, and participates meaningfully in decisions that affect their lives. Today's event is not only a celebration of children, but also a reminder of our collective responsibility to create an inclusive Nigeria where every child has equal opportunity to thrive.
When children are protected, when they are educated, when they are healthy and empowered, communities prosper and nations grow stronger. This gathering reflects our shared commitment to ensure that no Nigerian child is left behind.
The Deputy Speaker of the Children's Parliament, Ibrahim Sonoma, appealed to all relevant stakeholders to move beyond dialogue and take concrete action to improve the welfare of children.
voices that refuse to be silenced. We must heed the call of these voices, for the future of our nation hinges upon our commitment to carry along our young people as partners.
Emergency responders are counting rescue operations after a 3-story building under construction collapsed in Gudu district of Abuja. The building located behind the Gudu market reportedly collapsed around 3:30 a.m. on Friday. The FCT Emergency Management Department, FEMD, says 11 persons were rescued alive, while 5 others died in the incident. Victims rescued from the rubble are receiving treatment at a hospital in Abuja as search efforts continued for more trapped persons. The federal government has announced the killing of senior Islamic State leader Abu Bilal al-Manuki, also known as Abu Mainok, during a joint operation by Nigerian and United States forces in the Lake Chad Basin. In a statement, Bola Tinubu described the operation as successful collaboration between Nigeria and the United States in the fight against terrorism. He said Nigerian troops alongside U.S. forces eliminated the IS commander and several of his lieutenants during a strike on his compound. Earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump confirmed the operation, describing al-Manuki as a top Islamic State figure who would no longer pose a threat to Africa or the United States. As part of efforts to strengthen security and curb criminal activities across the nation's capital, the Commissioner of Police for the Federal Capital Territory, Ahmed Sanusi, has relaunched Operation Sweep. The operation, which involves joint security agencies, is aimed at ensuring the safety of residents, protecting public infrastructure, and maintaining law and order ahead of the increased political activities towards the 2027 general elections.
City administration, we are doing everything possible to ensure maximum support as enshrined by the Honorable Minister's statement. As you are aware, this Operation Sweep is in a totality activity across the FCT, and the Honorable Minister is poised to support this kind of a joint operation to ensure the safety and security of the FCT, particularly aware of the political activity that is taking up towards the 2027 general election, and as such, the operation is targeted at ensuring that every activity in the FCT goes on smoothly.
The director of the Security Services, FCT, who pledged support for the initiative, said the operation would also focus on during the upcoming Eid al-Adha celebration and other major events in the territory.
Whatever is due to each and every one of us will be given to each and every one of us. We will not tolerate or accept situations where is due to us, is given to us, and when we are called to work, we malinda and we continue to absent ourselves. We will ensure that each of the units that is supposed to participate is held responsible for any absenteeism. I assure you that on my own part and on the part of the other heads of services that are within the FCT and are serving with the responsibility for supervisions, we will fight and ensure that everything due to you come to you.
They say the relaunch of Operation Sweep will further enhance coordination among security agencies and help rid the FCT of crime and criminality. In the meantime, the Federal Capital Territory Police Command has debunked reports alleging an invasion of Gwagwalada Area Council by suspected Fulani herdsmen. The police also dismissed claims circulating about an alleged influx of persons into Angwandobi, suggesting an imminent security threat in the area. In a statement, the command said its operatives were immediately deployed to the affected communities after noticing the circulating videos and reports in order to assess the situation and verify the facts. It explained the investigation so far revealed no unusual gathering, suspicious movements, or individuals matching the claims within the area or its surroundings at the time of the checks. Spokesperson of the command, Josephine Ade, urged residents to remain calm and go about their lawful activities without fear or apprehension, saying that the police are closely monitoring the situation while investigations continue to fully establish the facts. The Bauchi State Police Commissioner, Sani Omori Aliyu, has raised concerns over over security threats facing schools across Nigeria, warning that banditry and violent attacks are disrupting academic activities and creating fear among students, teachers, and parents. The Bauchi State Police Commissioner spoke during the inauguration of the State Safe School Initiative Implementation Task Force in Bauchi, reaffirming the command's commitment to protecting schools and ensuring a safe learning environment. CP Aliyu said the growing threats require collective action, stressing that school security should not be left to the police alone. He noted that directive of the IGP has prompted commands nationwide to strengthen security around educational institutions through proactive policing, intelligence gathering, and interagency collaboration.
It is in recognition of these challenges that the Inspector General of Police directed all state commands to strengthen security around schools and educational institutions through proactive policing, interagency collaboration, intelligence-led operations, and active stakeholders engagement.
The Commissioner further urged members of the task force to identify vulnerable areas, improve intelligence sharing, and establish strong agency response systems to keep schools safe. The Bayelsa State Police Command has inaugurated a violence crime response unit to strengthen efforts against kidnapping, violent crimes, and related offenses across the state. The initiative follows a directive from the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, mandating the creation of tactical units in all police commands nationwide. As part of launch, the command held a 3-day training program for personnel of the new unit in Yenagoa. The Commissioner of Police, Daniel Iyama, emphasized professionalism, human rights compliance, and swift crime response in the discharge of their duties. He also noted that community sensitization programs have been carried out to improve police-community relations and directed officers to avoid unnecessary highway checkpoints, except during approved operations.
The essence of this our gathering, the seminar this morning, is because of the new outfit, a violent crime response unit, which the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Rewan Disu, PSC Daga NPM, just established to fight crime. The essence of our gathering today too is because we are here to lecture the men on series of human rights protection rather than violating it, and also to assure by that the new outfit that is established is going to fight crimes and criminality, especially in the area of kidnapping, armed robbery, and all that.
Watching ADBN TV News at 7. Stay with us for more foreign and sports stories after the break.
The global business is never static. Watch the market report on ADBN TV for business information, latest happening business deals, government economic policies, stock, crude oil and commodity trading, financial upstick and downstick, and the world of organized private sector. The market report showing on ADBN TV 1 to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. The market report bringing you up to speed in the business world.
Welcome to FCT in Focus, your window to the vibrant heartbeat of Nigeria's capital. We dive deep into the core of the FCT, directly from the nation's hearts.
Welcome back. Now the rest of the news. Ghana has announced the conclusion of its International Monetary Fund IMF bailout program, effectively ending a $3 billion emergency support arrangement. The government said the program was completed ahead of the schedule and helped restore microeconomic stability and debt sustainability. According to the Ghanaian president, inflation has declined significantly. The national currency has strengthened and public debt levels have reduced sharply as a result of the reforms implemented under the program. Thousands of protesters have gathered in London for two rival demonstrations. The United Kingdom rally led by Tommy Robson and a pro-Palestinian march. The Metropolitan Police Service deployed over 4,000 officers across the capital, enforcing a separation zone between both groups and using drones and mounted units and armored vehicles to maintain order. Authorities describe the operation as one of the largest policing deployments in recent years. Meanwhile, additional crowds are heading to Wembley Stadium for the FA Cup final, adding to the city's congestion. Let's talk some sports now. Nigeria's under-20 women's national football team, the Falconets, have been drawn in Group F of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup alongside Spain, China, and New Caledonia. The tournament will be held in Poland from September 5th to 27th. The Nigerian set is set to face competitive group stage campaign. The Falconets qualified for the tournament after a 3-2 aggregate victory over Malawi in a tightly contested qualifier. Manchester City have been crowned winners of the 2026 FA Cup final after defeating Chelsea 1-0 at the Wembley Stadium. After Cargi opening half with a limited clear-cut opportunity, Erling Haaland thought he had given City the lead, only for his close-range finish to be ruled out correctly for offside. The breakthrough eventually came after restart when Antoine Semenyo brilliantly flicked home Haaland's low cross to hand City the decisive advantage. Manchester United have reached an agreement with Michael Carrick to become the club's permanent head coach. The formal process of exchanging contracts is now underway, with an announcement expected inside the next 48 hours. Carrick will sign an initial 2-year deal with the option of an additional 12 months. Carrick has overseen a vast improvement at the Old Trafford since replacing Ruben Amorim, who was sacked in January, successfully leading the club to Champions League qualification. Basketball, San Antonio Spurs have advanced to the Western Conference Finals of the NBA after a 139-109 victory over Minnesota Timberwolves, winning the second-round series in 6 games. Stephon Castle led the Spurs with 32 points and 11 rebounds, while Victor Wembanyama also delivered strong performance as San Antonio controlled the game. The Spurs will now face the defending champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder, in the Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals on Monday night. In the Eastern Conference, Said Cunningham scored 21 points as the Detroit Pistons defeated Cleveland Cavaliers 115-94 to force a decisive Game 7 in their series. And with that basketball news, we conclude ADBN TV News at 7. Remember to watch us live on DSTV channel 258, on StarTimes channel 140, Arvo TV app, Limix World TV app, and Niger TV app. For more stories, visit our website at www.adbntv.com. You can also watch us live from every part of the world by logging on to www.adbntv.com/live. I am Ike Chiku Jue. Good evening.